it's Lisa here from Arcane and Stellar, and I want to welcome you to my channel today for this timeless pick a card reading. We are going to be looking at an interesting question that I've never asked before. What is your main character energy that you're stepping into, and where is it leading you? What's ahead because of these perhaps changes that you will be making or are currently making in terms of your energy as a main character in your own life? So with that being said, this is a collaboration, and so I want you guys to go check out Cheryl's channel. It's CSBW. I will have the link down in the comment section, so you can go check out her video as well. And she's going to be doing a corresponding topic, so definitely go check that out. But let's take a look at the cards here. So we have 4 groups, and as you can see here, we have 4 different images. So I want you to choose that image that you're feeling very drawn to. We have number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And as always, I put the timestamps in the description box. You can go and find your message there. You can get directly to the group that you choose. Now, you may be drawn to more than one, and that's totally fine too. Just go with your gut. Take a moment to, listen to your intuition when you're asking that question to yourself. And yeah, so guys, I hope that you enjoy this reading. I pray that it's insightful and helpful and encouraging to you as you move into the future. And if you want to have a personal reading with me, you can get that through my Etsy store, which is linked in the description box, of course. And then as well, if you like to be a member on the channel, you get some exclusive perks there as well. And I just uploaded a new video this recently, which is Who Finds You Attractive. So you guys might like that. And there's lots of videos that you can binge on there, and they're all timeless. So check it out. But anyways, thank you so much for all your comments, likes, subscribing, for tipping. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here, and lots of love. Let's get started. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 1 here with the Red Riding Hood card, this is going to be your reading. So we're looking again, as a reminder, at the main character energy you're either currently embracing or stepping into, and where it's leading you to in a practical sense as well. So with Red Riding Hood, wolves are actually known to be very loyal to their pack. And one of the quotes here that actually is associated with this card is, "If by my life or death I can protect you, I will." J.R.R. Tolkien, The Fellowship of the Ring. So this can talk about that loyalty at all costs. And I feel like for a lot of you, some of you are actually having your loyalty tested, as an example, and winning, I would say, the test. But also for some of you, I really do feel like you are stepping into a place where you are attracting more loyalty from those around you. And for some of you, it might indicate that you'll kind of be sorting through who's loyal and who's not. So there's that too. Who belongs in your pack? Who belongs with you? As an example. And loyalty binds us together with faith, trust, commitment, and support. And I do see you building long-lasting, loyal relationships with deep bonds, better communication, greater sense of security, and trust. So that's what I'm seeing right off the bat there. So that's our Red Riding Hood card. Let's see. I do feel like a lot of you are a very loyal person. You care a lot about the ones that are in your pack. We've got here Saturn in Virgo, number 6. We've got Vitality here. We've got Strength. The King. The Winds of Change. And we've got Moonlight Enchantment Magic, number 25. So we've got like 25, 45, 32... 8, 6, yeah, those are the numbers. I don't know if they might mean something to you. I thought I'd mention it. We also have Taurus and we have Virgo. So we have earth signs, which makes me feel like a lot of your changes are happening on the earthly plane. They're very much talking about the outer world. I do feel like for some of you, the authority that you're taking towards your health and towards your routine is going to be beneficial to you, and you will get through any challenges in regards to health or wellness. I do feel like there is going to be, for some of you might be actually letting go of certain addictions as well, or bad habits. And I want to say that you're getting some sort of firmness when it comes to how you manage your life as well. And I feel like it's going to take you a lot of places and, be beneficial to you. Now, I will tell you as well, though, with the Saturn and Virgo card in particular, it can indicate that one is very strict on themselves. And for some of you, you want to make sure that you're not overwhelming yourself in terms of how you work. And maybe for some of you, that's where you are going to be trying to take a more balanced approach, as an example, in order to kind of, especially with vitality here, it makes me feel like, in order to kind of maintain your vitality at an optimum, level, because if you're putting too much pressure on yourself, it's just not realistic. You know what I mean? Now, I do feel like you are gaining a lot of respect, though, for your organizational skills, for your communication skills as well, because remember, if Saturn's in Virgo, it's answering to Mercury. Wherever that's at. So, and that's called the, depositors. Anyways, so I feel like there's obviously some kind of connection there as well. And so it could be that, there's word of mouth about you. I do feel like you're being honored in some way with the authority and diplomacy. Some of you might actually be moving into leadership roles as well. Becoming more of a leader. It's like people are sensing your vitality, your strength, your consistency, your loyalty to getting maybe the job done. But I want to say most of all that loyalty is going to pay off in your life. What you are loyal to, what you've been doing consistently, or what you start consistently in the near future, it's going to reap benefits. And in fact, actually, it may, for some of you, especially that are, I don't like to do readings on health, and I don't offer personal readings on health, but I do feel like for some of you with the health stuff too, it may be that certain routines that you're going to be changing in the near future, or that you currently have been, taking at this time. I want to say that they're beneficial to you. It's going to improve your vitality. I also feel like some of you might be moving or changing locations. There's something in your surroundings that are going to be transitioning. It also might be like how you spend your day, who you hang around with, right? So in your surroundings, for some of you, this is going to be more, we have strong wolf energy, by the way. We have Red Riding Hood, and we also have a wolf here as well. So I have to mention strong wolf energy. Wolves are ruled by Mars anyway. But yeah, so I feel like there's that pack energy as well. It's like you're drawing loyal people around you. There's that aspect there. And it's like you're attracting it because people see you with respect. They see that you are what you speak about, that you do what you say, that you live how you know what I mean? Like there's something about you that gives off leadership vibes, I feel like, to other people. And therefore, people are obviously respecting you in that manner. With the fig here in vitality, we have, of course, Taurus energy. So this may be affecting your finances, as Taurus is ruled by Venus, and we can see that aspect there. I will say that figs can show us to look at things with new eyes. And I feel like in some way too, there's a respect coming to you because you're able to look at things with fresh eyes. It's like with that authority and diplomacy, it's like you can always give another point of view. I feel like you're really actually coming into your strength in terms of your speaking abilities, your communication abilities. And it's like you do command like that loyalty and respect, as I mentioned. I will also say that, of course, new life experiences can be on offer with the fig as well. And clarity can really shine on opportunities as well. So there might be that sort of, even with the full moon here, over here in this one, it's almost like, because the full moon offers and provides the most light at night, right? So it feels like as if there's like a bigger hint in regards. And even think about here on the strength card, the light is shining through the forest. So it feels like there's that light shining on opportunities. We also should be reminded that with the fig, every day gives us a chance to have a fresh beginning. And I feel for a lot of you, that is part of the main character energy. Like, it's all right because there's every day can be new. Every day I can start again. I'm not like, bound by failure or anything like that, right? With the strength card especially, I really do sense like loyalty, and that you have an unshakable spirit. At this time, you can have your ideals, your moral conviction, and your sense of inner purpose be very firm and grounded at this time. And, you know, just understanding that you are living in the moment and really embracing what is around you, as an example. And also, you can act with courage as well during this time. And I think that also will give people around you that respect and loyalty when you act with courage, when you act with conviction as well. But I want to say that when you're, you know, having like a convalescent kind of energy, or you're having a life like that's just full of difficulties as well, this is a message of hope and for the light at the end of the tunnel. And knowing that your willpower and faith will endure, and that you'll make it through anything. And so that's why, of course, strength also can be related to physical fitness, physical wellness, obviously, in the physical sense. But yeah, I just feel like you guys are becoming very strong and respected. And like I said, I do feel like with that Red Riding Hood card, that people are noticing you. Like, look at that. And you have so many allies and friends. We have the owl, the wolf, the deer. It's like maybe you're attracting people from all walks of life and from different areas, different ages, different types of people. I just feel like you are commanding like some kind of level of respect in your life. So let's get a few charms. We've got the cross here. So we could see spirituality or religion. We also have the fish here, which makes you think of abundance. We have here Gemini, ruled by Mercury, of course, and I was talking about Mercury and how your words can be impactful. Again, there might be a lot of communication going on as well. We have here the heart, and I want to say that people see your kind and loyal heart, your earnesty, and all of that. And then, of course, we have here the wing. It's like an angel wing to me. So it makes me feel like angels are watching out for you and that you've got people on your side. We also have here this mermaid, and she fell actually face forward, sorry. So her back is showing to us. And I feel like for me, it's almost like you're attracting people that are looking at you and you're not even seeing it because you're too focused on, well, you are not too focused as if like it's a bad thing, but I think you're focused on what you're doing. But there are people that are not even, that you don't notice, that are actually looking at you and really noticing you. Okay? And then, of course, we have here Wuthering Heights. I didn't feel right necessarily about this one coming out. That's why I kind of hesitated, because I kind of felt like it wasn't meant to be here. So I'll leave it there for you guys, but that's my intuition. I'm just saying. Maybe some of you might find some kind of specific meaning with that particular one, but I just didn't feel it for this particular group. It just kind of slipped out. But for some people, maybe that's something special. But yeah, that is what I'm seeing. I feel like I said, some of you might be promoted or gifted with like some sort of leadership. I do feel here that the next full moon, or a full moon like in the next few months, is going to be really impactful for you and actually bring a lot of things to culmination. And that's what I'm getting. So I really do hope that this reading was helpful for you. Definitely go check out Cheryl's reading. I have it in the comment section, the comments down below, and so you can go see her video as well. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Please leave me a comment if you have the time. I'd love to hear from you. And of course, as well, if you want a personal reading, all that information is in my description box. You can also join here as a member on the channel and get some exclusive content. I just posted a video, who's finding you attractive, so that's a fun topic that people like, and that's up there now. But there are also lots of other timeless readings in there, so you can always go and binge watch. But anyways, take care guys, lots of love to you, and I will see you all next time. Hello my beautiful friends. So let's get started on group number 2. So group number 2, what is the main character energy that you are embracing currently or about to embrace, and is leading you where? Where is it leading you? Let's find out, and what will happen. So we have here the Selkie. Now the Selkie is number 10. So I want to kind of discuss that a little bit. But the Selkie is actually related to appreciating the moment. So being in awareness of the moment, appreciating the now, really tuning into your senses and having great clarity. So we can sharpen our senses by not dwelling on the past or thinking about the future. By being attentive to our surroundings and the sensations that we experience through this interaction, we can enjoy peace and happiness of the present moment. The quote that goes with this card is quite beautiful. It's by Walt Whitman, whom I love. Leaves the grass. Happiness, not in another place, but this place. Not for another hour, but this hour. So I love it because I do feel as if a lot of you are really embracing the moment that you're in. You're not embracing what is happening in the future that's not yet there, what happened in the past that I can't change now. No, it's about you're really focusing on this moment that you're in life and what you are currently capable of, what you currently are doing as well. So we have also here Moon in Libra, number 7. We've got here Luck with Lime, the 3 of Pentacles, True Feelings Are Masked, and the Bee Spirit Prosperity. I want to tell you that I think that for a lot of you, you are actually making some very good connections in life. And I want you to know that I think for a lot of you, when you step in that moment of really just like, I'm focusing on right now. I'm not focusing on what may happen in 1 month from now. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't look at predictions or try to focus on that. We all need long-term goals. I mean, you should look at the future on some capacity. But I want to say that actually, when you focus on the moment, that line kicks in and you are at the right place at the right time. And it's like you're meeting people and situations that are going to lead you towards prosperity. I really feel like for a lot of you, you are coming into a place in your life where you're meeting the right people. With the 3 of Pentacles, of course, we have teamwork and collaboration. So I feel like a lot of you are collaborating or meeting with people. There could be also recognition within the group, especially also with the bee, because the bee, of course, can represent work and teamwork especially. And so even think about Moon in Libra, there's all these people and they're all kind of like, you know, hanging out together. And we see also those agreements. So for some of you, obviously Libra, when we think about Libra, we think about like maybe the 7th house and stuff. We think about business partnerships, marriage partners, you know, people that we are in close contact with. And so I will say that for a lot of you, some of you might be fixing up your actual living space. Like some of you might actually be doing that. And I think for some of you, maybe you will be moving actually as well into a beautiful place or a beautiful home, or somehow things at home are becoming more peaceful, more agreeable. I want to say that like harmony obviously is associated with Libra. And so it makes me feel like harmonious teamwork, collaborations, and all that sort of thing, and all the benefits that come from it, because I really feel like that's going to be something that's very prosperous for you. So maybe as an example, if you've always been kind of shy to put yourself in a team, maybe it's like you kind of hid behind a mask or you weren't really authentic. It's almost like you're really connecting to others in a different way. And that's taking you places. It's giving you luck, because with all these different connections that you make, you know, it's like recently at my job, I had helped somebody, and then they said something to somebody, and then somebody said something to somebody, and it got back to like, you know, the head guy of the company, and then I got, you know, a gift or whatever, and you know, I got some recognition for that, what I did. And it's like, I feel like somehow for you guys, like in that idea of what happened to me, it's almost like I feel like, you know, your teamwork efforts are going to be recognized, and it's going to bring you prosperity. And I feel like I said, you are coming into the energy of meeting people. And again, focusing on the moment and what you can do now. I will say here that obviously for some of you, this could be marriage and stuff too, clearly, because of the Libra aspect as well. Now, what I love about the Lime card here, number 31, and by the way, we have 3, 31, 5, 7, and 10 as our numbers here. Now, what I love about the luck card, like I said, it says here, you may find you are right in the middle of a situation at present or something that is stuck in circles, and this could be caused by overreactions or too much interference. It's time to let things progress at their own pace. Limes bring luck with them, so take a chance and be ready for the ups and downs this energy brings, but know that time is on your side. Don't overplan and be open to letting complexities unravel on their own. And that's the thing about the Selkies, that's what I feel like it is. It's like, well, okay, things aren't working out, but like, whatever. I mean, it'll work out when it needs to. And I feel like when you let that kind of main character energy come through as part of like, you know, your attributes, I feel like it's going to be something that really benefits you. It's going to, again, put you in the right place at the right time. You're not going to be overthinking things. They're not going to be, because even with predictive readings, I'll tell people when I do any prediction, you know, take this with, you know, the knowledge that you can impact this. You have free will. You can definitely change the outcome of anything. You know what I mean? And that's why predictions can be helpful, because sometimes we might want to take advantage of the energy. But let's see, where are they being leaded? I'm actually going to take a few more cards here. With embracing this energy of the Selkie, wealth and prosperity. I told you, yeah, the beast spirit prosperity. It's like, it's going to bring you money and success. Wow. Okay. I really want to say look out to collaborative energies, because I think that you're going to get through some strong financial pinches, actually. And it's like you're attracting more wealth and prosperity. And there's a man in particular, I think, for a lot of you that can be impactful towards this as well. Like maybe for some of you, this will be a marriage partner. For others of you, I think it might be somebody at work as well who might be recognizing you, seeing you, you know, that sort of thing. And may want to like collaborate in some way or be on a team. And maybe if you're on a team, it's like the masculine on the team is like really noticing you, even if it doesn't seem like it. I feel like this is just a warning for some of you. With the Seven of Swords and the Hermit, try not to avoid collaborative, you know, events. Try not to, like, for instance, if you have the opportunity to speak up, speak up. Take the chance, take the risk, take some leadership, you know, that sort of thing. I really do feel like saying. And I know that's not for all of you, but there will be at least a few of you, like, just to remember not to be shy, as an example, or anything like that. Anything else here? Yeah, I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, things are actually shifting. And I will say with the Wheel of Fortune, we can't control it. And I think that's also going back to the Selkie energy of like just living in the moment. We can't control what's going to happen. Sometimes the fate, you know, the Wheel of Fate is just like twisting and turning all on its own. And we just kind of got to jump when we jump. But I do feel like lucky occurrences are ahead of you, especially if you are embracing that collaborative teamwork energy. Yeah. So let's see here. I'm going to take some charms. We got the dog and the cat. Obviously, I would tell you, like, don't be a doormat for toxic people, for sure. But I do feel like that you might also really negotiate something where there's like a toxic influence. Like maybe there's a difficult situation that you're able to really resolve, especially with Moon and Libra, because it's very diplomatic. And so I almost want to say that some of you might be able to like really focus on calming a situation down in the moment, and that could actually bring really good results for you as well. You might be able, with the true feelings are masked, you might be able to really hold your temperament, and it's actually going to really benefit you in this situation. With the 2 here, the dice rolled the 2, so it makes you think also that someone's noticing you specifically, like there's another person in particular. And here with Sally, we have that quality of loyalty. And then we have here the purse, which makes you think that your finances, it's almost like there's some sort of help with your finances. There's prosperity growing in your life as well. I love it. So this is such an interesting reading. I hope that this was helpful for you guys, and I wish you the very best. I would love it if you guys left me a comment down below, and if you have the time or the inclination. But if you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can do that by going on my Etsy store, which is linked in the description box. You can also go and join the members area as well if you'd like to get some access to exclusive pick-a cards and all that stuff. I just recently did Who Finds You Attractive, and I know some people really like that topic, so I thought I'd mention it. There are also lots of other videos, and they're all timeless, so you can always binge watch them and come and go as you please. But yeah, I wish you the very, very best, guys. Take care. Go check out Cheryl's video. It's down in the comment section, and I wish you all lots of love and happiness, and I'll see you next time. Hello, my beautiful friends. So if you've chosen group number 3 here with the crescent moon, this is your reading. So the crescent moon energy of this card is about conservation, conserving and loving the world that you're in. The quote here that is associated with this particular card is, "In wildness is the preservation of the world," by Henry David Thoreau in Walking. So, like the moon and stars around her, the moon maiden glows mysteriously as she illuminates the beauty and fragility around us. She has a deep affinity with the life of her world and strives to preserve the fine balance of nature. Cupped in her hands, a forest grows in a protective cradle of moonlight. The magical radiance highlights the delicate silver branches and the silhouettes of birds. She is apprehensive of daytime and hopes to send a message of conservation and love so that we too cherish the wild and help protect it. Some of you might actually really be nature lovers. Some of you might actually be looking at growing herbs or maybe gardens or something like that, where maybe there's a conservation of things that are rare. I do feel like there's an appreciation for the land that we live in, you know? So that's definitely some nice main character energy, one who cares, one who is all about preservation. And some of you might be like looking into the wilderness a little bit, or looking to remedies that are more herbal or natural as well. We have here Mars in Aquarius with rebellion. That's really interesting, because some of you might actually be really challenging the status quo here in your personality. It might be like, you know what? This is illogical and I don't agree with it. Okay. We also have here attraction with the pansy. It's funny. I've just recently realized about pansies. I planted pansies in my yard, and like, they are the most dramatic flower. I would go out there in the morning and they look like someone trampled all over them. And as soon as you water them, within an hour or so, they just perk right back up. And then they're like, I've never seen such a dramatic flower as a pansy. Very dramatic. I want to say that you guys are respected. Okay, I feel like, especially if you feel like you're stepping out of the grain, you're stepping like and kind of going a little bit different than everyone else. I want to say that people are grateful for you. I want to say that you're going to be showered with a certain amount of respect. Maybe it's for standing your ground, stating your opinion. I want to say that there's receptive energy. And I love it because I see this trophy here and I see the chalice, and it's like, I don't know, I just really get this sense of victory. And it feels as if it's very fulfilling for you in some way. So I want to say that like what you're speaking up about, or that what you will speak up about in the future, it's very respected. And I really do feel like it shows great leadership. We see that stag there in this card here. And then of course we have numbers 6, 34, 11, 7, 6. So yeah, we have 6 twice actually. And anyways, yeah, so basically with the Mars in Aquarius, this is like Mars is action, right? And Aquarius is our principles and our humanity and the greater world in general as well, right? It can talk about large groups, corporations, all these sorts of things. And like I said, I think that there's going to be you perhaps turning some ideas around and kind of like twisting them on their head and letting people know your views. So some of you might be speaking up about some of your viewpoints. And I do feel like it's somehow in terms of the preservation of society, the world, or something greater. And I feel like that's like a wonderful energy, because that's like, sometimes it can be scary when we speak up, because we're not sure how people will receive us. But I feel like there's something where you really can actually make quite a difference here. And then we have also the pansy, like I said, which is attraction. Pansies indicate that people are being pulled into your life who align well with you. Wow. Especially with Mars and Aquarius, because Aquarius can represent the group. So it's like you're meeting like-minded people perhaps as well. Romance may be on the agenda, but this energy also helps build community and friendship circles, possibly where learning takes place. It is time to step back a little and relax into what is happening naturally. Hesitation and overthinking could cause blockages, and watch out for personal deception and gossip. I am not so worried about the personal deception and gossip. I think, if anything, you would overcome that because you're on top here. But it's like hesitation and overthinking could cause blockages. And with the Six of Wands, I really, and even Mars and Aquarius, it's like there needs to be like a confidence. And I think that's what you're stepping into. I think that's that main character. It's like, well, you know what? I don't care what they think. Even myself, sometimes with astrology, I have such a unique view. Sometimes I'm afraid because I know that like modern astrology especially doesn't really align with like what I've studied over the years. And I've been doing astrology for 18 years now. And I'm kind of like, I think a lot of people might be like bothered if I talk about astrology because it doesn't, match maybe some of the more popular pop astrology meanings or whatever. And then you know what I mean? And then I'm like, oh, I won't say anything. And so, I mean, like, that's just one little example of how this energy could play out. It could be other things in the world that are happening. Maybe it's political topics. Maybe it's, something happening in your area that you're not a fan of. Maybe there's like, a new development that you're not interested in and it's not going to be bad for the area, etc., etc. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like it can be obviously in many different ways, but I do feel like your words, even if you feel like they go against the grain, know that you will attract, your own group, your own crowd, your own people. And I really do feel like there are people that are going to appreciate your point of view and your ideas. And I do feel like there is a sense of rejuvenation coming your way as well, where you are feeling a lot better. And again, there could be learning taking place and that sort of energy too. So rebellious energy. Let's see, where is it leading them? Let's talk a little bit more. Chain of events that will affect your life. So, wow, okay. Time to get out of a situation. Take care. Enemies are working against you. I want to say, actually, though, if you do kind of rebel in a situation where you have enemies or where there are people working against you, do know that you're going to come out on top. Okay? Like, you will be victorious over the situation. And it's because perhaps you fight for what you want. We also see the energy of a darker woman. Could have dark hair, dark complexion. So there might be somebody here that is coming into your life. Let me just see. Good or bad influence? Oh, this might be a burdensome influence for some of you. This maybe is like the person that... Maybe for some of you, that's who you're getting past. It may be a woman of some kind, like some type, you know what I mean? It could be like with the dark complexion or hair. Maybe it's a woman in general that maybe is bringing sort of like burdensome emotions and issues. And maybe this is like you kind of like speaking up against it or taking control of the situation. I know that won't resonate with all of you. This is a public pick a card. So, I mean, obviously certain messages won't be for everybody, but... yeah, where you feel like people are working against you, don't be afraid to speak up. You know what I mean? Because I feel like actually it could be quite impactful for you in general. And I think it will bring you good fortune and there will be plenty to be grateful for, to be honest. I really do. And with the chain of events that will affect your life, I feel like that there's a ricochet effect with you speaking up. It's like almost like you can make an impact down the line in some way as well. And it's like... speaking up maybe on your opinion, it like kind of, ricochets into the future. So let's see. You've got angels on your side. We have the elephant. Now think of elephants. They are very family-oriented, group-oriented as well. They're very kind of loyal to each other. They have those strong attributes of loyalty. And I want to say that, you know, there can be more, maybe you're finding that like group of yours, you know, the people that you really connect with. I want to look up the elephant real fast. It says here, make a point to be of service in some way to the young, elderly, or those less fortunate than yourself. Do not let anything stand in the way of attaining this goal that is so integral to your purpose. Yes, exactly, with Mars in Aquarius. You have the determination and persistence required to overcome the current challenges you're faced with. Trust your senses, and if something in your life smells bad, take the necessary action to do away with it. Remain loyal to those closest to you in spite of anyone questioning their integrity. And it's a good time to renew your sense of connectedness with the divine. And the elephant obviously is associated with family and community, like I said. So definitely connecting with the right people. And like I said, I feel like your actions will connect you with the right people. We also have this little girl here. So of course there could be a little girl, prominent, maybe it's you as an example as well. We have here Taurus and Aries. So Taurus and Aries, this season might be really important for you. Maybe for those of you here, maybe for some of you have Taurus and Aries placements. Of course, we have Mars and Venus ruling these signs. So interesting because Mars is here as well. And I feel like this could be a signal. Of course, money and power can come into play here as well. And then we have the moon here. So speaking from your heart, from your intuition, going with what feels right, really listening to your heart. And again, knowing with this angel wing that you have angels near you, guiding you, protecting you, looking out for you on your side. Okay? As you kind of navigate these energies. So yes, you're attracting good things. You're attracting people who will be grateful for you, for your opinion, for your actions. And I want to say that they will have long-lasting impact. Okay? So what you do, what you're planting, it's gonna last. It's gonna keep kind of growing, and it will be something that I think is somehow part of a greater purpose or part of a greater theme in your life. So with that being said, I wish you all the very, very best. Take care of yourself. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, that's in the description box. You can find my Etsy store there. You can also get on the members area of this on YouTube here. I have a members area where I post exclusive content. And I just posted Who Finds You Attractive, a video on there, so you might like that. And there are other timeless pick a cards on there as well that are just available to the members. So yeah, anyway, I love you guys. Left me a comment. Let me know what you thought. Take care of yourselves. Lots of love and lots of blessings to you. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 4 here with the Kingfisher, number 1, develop resilience. Do not judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell down and I got back up again. Nelson Mandela. That is the quote associated with this card. And I want to say, I feel like you guys are really developing a lot of resilience in your life. That's partly the main character energy that you're really embracing, either right now or in the near future. You're able to really maintain balance, and you're prevented from being overwhelmed during difficult or stressful times. Building our resilience may involve developing our mental as well as our physical stamina, focusing on what we can control instead of what we cannot, such as our reaction instead of the situation, and thinking about issues as challenges to be overcome in more positive and hopeful ways. So determination, stamina, balance, and positivity. I love it. So that is your main character energy. And we've got here the moon in Gemini. I love it because that is a very adaptable, well, in a good sense, it could be very adaptable. We have here affection with sorrel. We have the moon, the green man, and daffodil fairy, new beginnings. So with that being said, let's go ahead and look at these cards. So the moon in Gemini. So basically the moon is answering to what? Mercury. Okay, so Moon and Mercury, I have this conjunction in my natal chart actually, along with Venus. And with the Moon in Gemini, we can see actually a lot of people who are very fidgety, very active as well. There can be like a little bit of a nervous energy sometimes that happens. Usually they'll be kind of more likely to fidget as an example. And there's that, of course. And the Moon comes up twice, so I want to say that you're going through a lot of emotional changes and also ways in which you adapt, like I said. I see here strong imagination, strong sense of fantasy as well. But I feel as if you are figuring out how to create these things and start something new. Some of you might be feeling led to write, speak out, communication. Some of you might be doing things with marketing or other such things. But I want to say that it's like you're taking a very balanced approach. You are really... Some of you might be really getting through some exams as well, but I feel more so that life isn't going to be very monotonous. I feel like it's going to be full of changes, surprises, and interesting things, is what I feel. With affection and sorrow, I kind of look at that real quick here. Number 12. So we have, by the way, for the numbers, we have 3, 12, 1, and 18. Let me see here. Number 12. New experiences are coming your way, which means you will feel prompted to find new ways of doing things. If you are seeking a solution, be more receptive to suggestions and openings. Ensure you are putting your true feelings into all that you're doing. Again, communicating your feelings, Gemini and Moon, Mercury and Moon. A valuable proposition should come your way, but don't get too carried away. So don't get too carried away. But the Daffodil Fairy, and then of course this energy of sorrel show that new beginnings are coming your way. And I love it. I feel like you're very in tune. And I want to say that you guys should listen to your intuition. I actually think Moon and Gemini can be quite intuitive and it's like they are getting ideas as intuition, right? Because Mercury is that planet of ideas that snap into your head. It's like you have this idea and you can kind of channel it through your thoughts and, these air qualities that you do have. And I do feel, like I said, that there is like some sort of new beginning that's coming your way in which maybe it will be kind of confusing, maybe because always, honestly, with the Moon, when we're making changes in our life, there can be a little bit of uncertainty, right? We can feel like, confusion in regards of like, how am I going? Like, especially if I'm getting rid of old things, like, or if I'm changing the old and I'm going towards a new, there's that sense of like, well, I need to navigate this. And then, of course, by the way, the Moon can show that, where things have been rigid, uncomfortable, uncompromising, it's melting away and it's becoming more fluid and open, and there's a lot more possibility in your life. Okay? So you're not stuck by any means. And I want to say that one of the best things that will favor you at this time is being adaptable, being open to suggestions, being open to new possibilities, right? We have the forces of nature favor you as well. So I want to say that, generally, you might have an earth spirit that's actually looking out for you, by the way. Okay, so group number 4. What is coming? Where is this leading them? We have a man showing up. We've got good luck here. And again, I love it because with the green man, it says the forces of nature favor you and we have good luck. So I want to say that there are things ahead that will feel quite lucky to you. Oh, wonderful. So we see financial possibilities ahead of you with the money path. So a path of money is waiting for you to find it. And I feel like for some of you, obviously, if you are all over the place, one thing I will say is like making sure that you take a balanced approach in order to getting things done. I do feel like with you need to defend yourself, this might be about also defending your time and your energy. More so that you stay in balance. Some of you might need to show strength and fortitude in regards to your beliefs and your ideas as well. Especially in a relationship here. You need to defend yourself. And then we have the man, and then we have the bear, the lady, and the gentleman. And so maybe this is about, especially if you're doing a new beginning, this might be about defending it to a person. specifically, whether it's your spouse, your father, or someone else in your life. You may need to defend, even if you're a man, it may be defending yourself to a woman as an example in your life, or standing up for yourself in some way. Yeah, so we do have that as well. I do feel like you're coming into a period of happiness, and it's like, yeah, if you felt like you've fallen down, it's like you're getting back up. And I feel like you are rooted and grounded, actually. And I think that's another thing that's kind of coming. So you're not having that like maybe fidgety energy, but rather a more grounded energy, where you're able to really take advantage of luck here. For some of you, you might have luck that will last a long time, or maybe if you've been waiting for like some good dose of luck, it's like coming quite unexpectedly. But that path of money that's waiting for you to find it, I love that, because I want to say, like, if you have any financial questions at this time, I feel like you're coming across something financially in your life, like a career possibility. Maybe it's a new job. Yeah, look at that, the child, something new. And it's like, I think it'll be quite fun, interesting, exciting. And think about the moon in Gemini. They love to learn something new, to take in facts and figures and different information. And a lot of times people that have Gemini placements that are very strong, they're always going to be like the type that has like all this random information. My husband has a moon in Gemini, and he's always like knowing all kinds of different things, like, oh, so-and-so said this, and so-and-so said that, and this fact, and this fact, and that fact. And it's just like, wow, you're so full of facts. But also what's interesting is that the moon in Gemini, we can talk about the moon in the third house in some sense. And that actually can show, because the third house is more of our subconscious, so kind of what we do on a subconscious basis, like we wake up, we brush our teeth, or we go and do this routine or that routine. For some of you, you might be breaking out of these routines a little bit too, and really taking advantage. And some of you might be even starting new subconscious routines. It's like you're changing things up in your life, especially if you failed or something like that too. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Let's go ahead and get some charms here. Some of you might be drawing in a new mentor. Okay, one more. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. We have two mermaids and they both came out on their back. We also have Cinderella here too. Okay, so we've got Dumbledore, which Dumbledore definitely represents wisdom for me, leadership as well. I do feel like some of you might be attracting somebody into your life that has a lot of wisdom. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for that, I want to say. For others of you, you might be also embracing a lot more wisdom in your own life and having your own lessons come through. We have here live, laugh, and love. So to me, I feel like your life is more balanced, and it's like you're able to, like, you know, kind of focus on the good here. And then we have the cat. Cats to me represent independence and all of that. And I do feel like in some way it's like you're doing your own thing. With the mermaids, they're both facing away, you know, and both of them have faces, but, well, this one doesn't actually have a face, but this one still came out on her, you know, like where we see the back of her. And so anyways, I want to say that, like, to me, that indicates that you've got your back turned. Now, some of you might have your back turned to certain information. So definitely look to somebody with wisdom. We also have here the feather, and we have a wing here. Now, it's so cute because actually this whole reading, this charm came out, and they often don't repeat like that. So there's definitely like a collective message here of like angels are watching over and guiding. And then we have here the feather. And to me, I think of like, or a leaf. It depends. I actually take this as a leaf myself, but I guess people could probably look at it differently. So I always think of it as turning over a new leaf. And with new beginnings and everything, that fits very well. And with Cinderella, think about her. She was like in such a difficult situation, and she was able to turn over a completely new leaf. And her adaptability is what made her strong and resilient. every time she would get back up, it's like, oh, her stepsister screwed her dress up and, you know, ruined her evening. But guess what? She was able to kind of try to adapt or whatever. Well, she made the dress in the first place. And then, of course, there was magic that came through. And I feel like also it's like you are drawing in situations where somebody might help you. Even think about the fairy godmother in Dumbledore. It's like there might be somebody who's going to come through and give you some wisdom and really help you out. So I love it. It's almost like there's somebody older on your side. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I really hope that this was a helpful reading for you. Definitely check out Cheryl's. It's in the comment section. I'm going to put a link to it because she did a complimentary reading because this is a collaboration. And yeah, take care of yourselves, you guys. If you want a personal reading with me, you can do that by going into the description box. There's a link to my Etsy store and everything. And if you want to join here as a member on the channel, you can also get exclusive pick a card content. So I have actually a new one I just posted, who is finding you attractive at the moment, basically. And yeah, that's there. But there are all kinds of timeless pick a card readings in there, so you can just binge watch them or look at them when you feel led to. But anyway, take care of you guys and lots of love. And I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time.